Hello, welcome to Game 4 of my match against Cardmaster in Dominion League. First player has won all 3 games, so I'm happy to be up 2-1. Cardmaster is going first this game, though, so that bodes well for them. So looking at this kingdom immediately, there is no source of plus buy, so Gardens is pretty terrible. So we won't be playing with Gardens. Trashing his Lookout again. Probably we will be playing with Lookout. Seal makes Lookout a little better. Anyway, it makes Lookout a little better if you can do something with it. We got Villages with Farming Village and Prince. Potentially you could like Prince Farming Village or something. We've got Draw with Archive. Haunted Woods, Slay. Princing like a Secret Passage actually seems like the thing you'd Prince most likely. Slay seems like a good card to have in the deck. It gives you a little bit of draw. But it looks like we're just getting towards like a Haunted Woodsy deck where you trash, get some Haunted Woods in play, have a couple of golds to get to Province. I don't think Gatekeeper is any good at all. Triumphal Arch is interesting. It rewards you for getting a bunch of actions. What those actions are, is that like Farming Villages and Haunted Woods. Archives are sometimes spammable actions. I think they open with Silver Lookout. I want to get to 5 pretty quickly, get the Haunted Woods going. And yeah, maybe I'm just grabbing a bunch of Farming Villages and Haunted Woods, and then a couple of golds, and then start provincing from there. I don't think you can build much bigger. If you randomly hit 8 very early, maybe you get a Prince, but it seems pretty unlikely to me. Yeah, the dream draw is Lookout, Silver, and 3 coppers. This is not that, but it's not terrible. I've got 3 at least. Probably pick up, Sage is decent with Lookout here. The Haunted Woods attack does start to get pretty annoying. I'm going to trigger a shuffle here no matter what, right? No, so ideally I will see an estate in these top 3 cards, then I'll have 5 coppers in my next hand. Otherwise it'll be 4. So I'm not going to hit, 3 and 7 to hit a Haunted Woods next turn. So that tells me what I want to do this turn. Potentially it's just another Silver. I think I need Silvers in the deck to hit my price points. And I'm going to be trashing coppers and stuff. The second Lookout is interesting. Maybe I buy the second Lookout, especially with Way of the Seal. I have 4 next turn. I'll probably get a Farming Village. What does a Sage do for me? A Sage finds a Silver or a Lookout, both of which are the cards I want to have in my hand, and they skip over the other cards and put them in the discard. Second Lookout feels a bit much here to me. I don't feel like it's as important to get super... I mean, it's always important to get super thin. Yeah, not hitting 5 is annoying, but kind of expected when you open Lookout. Silver. So, get a Sage, get a Lookout, get a Silver. Those are my three choices. Slay is maybe not crazy either. It's just a bit slow. And then what are my unique actions for Triumphal Arch? If I'm considering that, those are Farming Villages and Haunted Woods, probably. Okay, I'm going to follow suit and get the second Lookout and start into the Farming Villages now. Potentially Farming Village can skip over estates, and then Lookout can trash them, although that seems unlikely. Did they trigger a shuffle sooner than me, or I triggered a shuffle sooner than them because I played a Lookout? They bought a Haunted Woods. Yeah, so they had quite a bit better draw than I did to hit 5 on turn 4. I didn't hit 5 on turn 3 or 4. That is going to be tough. I really hope to hit a copper here and not the Lookout, although not the end of the world. Secret Passage will probably be necessary with the Haunted Woods. Otherwise, my estates just end up staying in the deck forever. And I do have 3 estates still have not been able to find one to trash. So 2 estates, 4 coppers, 2 lookouts down there. So 2 and 3 chance I draw a copper, 1 and 3 chance I draw a lookout. And you know, you draw the lookout, you get to play it. So it is what it is. Okay, Haunted Woods. Nice. They're going to get a Haunted Woods in play this turn. I may pass by just because I only have 2 coins. Then again, a Sleigh is nice for the deck too. Guess I'll top deck the Farming Village. I've got Farming Village, Haunted Woods next turn. So what do I have down there? I have Haunted Woods and 4 coppers. Is that what it is? Haunted Woods and 3 coppers. So I'll just buy. I won't be able to buy another Haunted Woods next turn. So I do want to trigger a shuffle. Oh, I have this estate too. So if I buy the Sleigh, my next hand is Haunted Woods and 4 coppers. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not triggering a bad shuffle. Sorry, Haunted Woods and 3 coppers. The difference between 3 and 4 coppers is actually pretty substantial. They're able to get their Haunted Woods in play a full turn earlier. Well, a half turn earlier. Yeah, they're first player. Okay. My attack hits them in a turn after they've trashed most of their estates, but there's a decent chance they'll have to top deck an estate here in this big turn. How does Sleigh interact with Haunted Woods? When you gain a card, I may discard this to put that card into my hand. And Haunted Woods says when I buy a card, I put my hand on my deck in any order. So the buy happens before the gain. So the Haunted Woods attack essentially nullifies the Sleigh's special ability, which is good to know. Maybe I didn't want to buy Sleigh. Maybe I should have worked that out. Either way, that's fine. I'm just going to buy a silver here. I could also seal this Farming Village, but I don't think I want to do that. In fact, I could have sealed Lookouts earlier this game, and I didn't. Oh, I did have the silver down there. Okay. So playing the Haunted Woods. So the plan was just to grab Farming Villages and Haunted Woods. Do I want to try to grab the Secret Passage now for the ability to set up Lookouts? I think I'm just going to grab more Farming Villages. See, hopefully they don't get their Haunted Woods into play this turn, and I can have a big Haunted Woods turn without having to top deck. They do have their estate in this hand. Okay. And they top deck the gold. Okay, that makes sense. So I get to draw 3 here. Hopefully I find some of the stuff I want to play. I still have a bunch of coppers. So I'm going to be able to hopefully play both Lookouts. Got 2 Lookouts, 2 Farming Villages, and 2 Lookouts, 2 Farming Villages down there. And the rest are mostly coppers. I think the plan this turn is to just buy another Haunted Woods. I don't really care that I have 2 Haunted Woods in deck. Like, I don't need to alternate buying them. I'm just going to buy them whenever I hit 5. Try to get that up and running. And then if I need to pick up a gold or 2, I can do that once I have Haunted Woods set up pretty nicely. I don't know if they were premature in buying the gold. I think I would have bought the second Haunted Woods before the gold. I would feel a lot better playing a Haunted Woods there and buying a Farm Village, and then you're scoring with Triumphal Arch and so on. Okay, so play both Farm Villages. Play the Lookout, trash a copper, discard a copper. Play the Lookout, trash a copper. Great. My payload is slightly anemic here. I have 6 money exactly in the deck, so if I played 2 more Lookouts, I would not have enough money to buy gold, but I'm generally okay with that. I think I'm just going to gain 2 horses here in the Haunted Woods, and then try to get the gold next turn. I not a great start. In fact, probably not going to be able to get anything this turn, but be able to get a Haunted Woods in play if nothing else. And then next turn I've got horses and farming villages and stuff. In a single buy kingdom, it feels bad to pass up buys. I could even consider, is this crazy, buying a sleigh to top deck these three. I know I'm going to draw 5 cards into here, and I have 2 horses, 2 farming villages down there. So unless I bottom deck exactly 2 horses and 2 farming villages, so I'm going to draw 5 into 10 cards. So if I bottom deck both farming villages and both horses, and then what else do I have? Haunted Woods, 4 coppers. So I have Haunted Woods, 4 coppers, 2 farming villages, 2 horses. What's the last card? Estate. I don't think the second seal is doing very much for me. I don't know. I'm gonna play risky here. I feel like I'm behind a second player. Okay. It did not matter. I found both my horse and my farming village. I'm probably going to try to seal one of these horses, if not 2. I want to get to the end of a shuffle here, play the Haunted Woods, and buy a gold. Is the plan? They've been able to. They have not trashed. So trashing lookout to lookout seems fine in general. It's sort of just critical that you get a Haunted Woods in play here every turn. The attack, not as much as just the duration draw. We've had a couple of these duration draw type games, lookout type games. Been some interesting similarities between these games. Lookouts come up before. Yeah, a lot of interesting interactions here. I'm not sure what their thought process is right now. They may be thinking, do they want to buy something given that they have an estate in hand? Do they still have an estate? They do. They may be thinking, do I want to... maybe I should have played 1 lookout last turn. I know that it would have been Farming Village Horse on top, but I had 4 coppers and an estate in the rest of the deck out of 10, so pretty likely to reveal one thing I wanted to trash. So yeah, if they have the estate in hand and like a couple of coppers, they may be thinking about what they're doing there. I should be able to get gold this turn. I've got 4 coppers down here. Actually, my discard pile is what? 1 silver. So I can just draw this silver, probably. So they did have the estate in hand. Archive. Interesting. All right, so this lookout's definitely going to reveal a copper, which I can discard. Yeah, so I'm going to play the Farming Village. So I need to play 2 cards. So I can play the Sleigh first, I guess, and then trash a copper. Play a horse. Okay, so play a horse. Yeah, I've only got 4 here, which, again, I could slay 2 things, but don't want to do that. I'm going to slay and buy a farming village. I'm okay top decking the estate with the horse, and the farming villages let me play my horses as seals. Potentially, with overdraw. And then this turn looks to get a gold, or maybe I just get another Haunted Woods. The Tramp Larch points are slow to get, but they come along with increased deck reliability. The thing, I guess, for me to note is the next Haunted Woods or Sleigh that I buy is worth 3 VP. So if we start trading provinces, I can basically a Haunted Woods is worth a duchy, and a Haunted Woods is a good card for my deck. They must be running somewhat low on money. They played a Lookout last turn, trashed another copper. They maybe have a couple more coppers than I do. I have 2 coppers, so they must have 3 coppers still. But trashing a Sleigh feels bad, man. They must have revealed all of their non-coppers. That feels unlucky. Yeah, they revealed Sleigh, Haunted Woods, and I assume Farming Village. No, they only have 1 Farming Village, so I assume Gold. Ah, yeah, so it was Sleigh, Haunted Woods, Gold. So they were able to get back around to it, though. Yeah, I probably want to get a secret passage at some point here if I'm ever going to get rid of this estate. Feels bad. They also seem to have trouble getting rid of the estate, so there just doesn't seem like a good time to ever do this. They seal the Lookout. They've got a gold. They've got 9 money. So are they going to province now? You'd perhaps be able to turn early. Like the Lookouts are going to be dead cards in their deck still. But like adding a Farming Village gives them 3 VP, I think. But yeah, it feels a touch early, but they seem to be a turn ahead anyways. Okay. Play some Farming Villages here. Play this Lookout now. Gross. Yeah, I don't need 2 Sleighs, I don't think. Yeah, I'm actually fine with 2 Sleighs. Okay. All right, so how do I hit the price point that I need to hit? I will seal 2 of those, buy a province, and top deck a horse, which feels okay. I can also top deck the gold, which also feels okay. So I could buy provinces, hopefully now. The problem is, when will they miss a province at some point? I have to hope that they do. The archive could set aside 2 things that they don't want. It could set aside the gold and the Haunted Woods, and then they can only get 1 of those into play. That seems like a possibility. Not sure why they bought an archive, honestly. Yeah, if the archive ever sets aside both a gold and a Haunted Woods, they're in a lot of trouble. But their deck is thin enough that maybe they can work around that. My deck's also thin enough that I can work around that, but I am, a turn behind. I'm a little bit more than a turn behind. I wonder exactly where. I guess their Haunted Woods turn. They got their Haunted Woods a full shuffle ahead of me with the same opening. So, yeah. So they've been about this far ahead the whole time. The Lookouts are also bad cards, but if they can set those aside. Okay, I'm gonna play these 2 first. I do have another copper down there, which I want to trash. Probably. So I'll play the Lookout. Discard the horse. Horse. Sleigh. Sleigh. Draw. Yeah, I maybe needed that copper, huh? Or more villages. Because I can't very well do what I need to do here. I needed more villages. I can't play the sleigh for both things. So I need to get another gold now. I do have a whole bunch of horses on top of the shuffle, so I'm reliable. But yeah, I'm pretty much just toast here. So I have 6 money, so I need to play 2 cards. So it means I can only play 1 sleigh in this kingdom. So I'll grab the second Haunted Woods. Not top deck. I thought that was worth VP for me. Did I miscount? I thought that was worth VP for me. Oh, I have horses. Duh, that should have been a farming village. That should have been a farming village, and then I would have gotten 3 VP. Nuts. Well, I think it's too late to undo, because I learned that. And I'm going to spend some amount of horses on my last turn anyways. Now I have to hope they miss twice, which seems like a pretty unrealistic hope. What do they have 2 of? Lookouts? Or they like trash a lookout and lose 3 VP? Surprise VP? Yeah. So they got the gold before the second Haunted Woods, which I thought was a mistake. Maybe in retrospect, since they were ahead, they were able to do that. I felt like if I did that, I wouldn't get my Haunted Woods attack in reliably. But I also am going to have this. I was never able to trash this estate. I kind of wanted to get a secret passage at some point. Why did I buy the Haunted Woods? I can't ever play the Haunted Woods because I need villages to buy provinces. Okay, this was a bad game for me. Probably going to resign momentarily. We'll see. I don't think they have super complicated turns. I only hit 7 here, though, so that's good for me. Oh, they're farming. They only have 1 village, so if it bottom decks, they can't province. That's useful to know. All right, I'm always playing both farming village, all the farming villages. I have another lookout down there that I want to trash, but I just drew it. Okay. Nuts. Well, I don't have another card I want to trash beyond the lookout. Okay, so 2 province. I need to play 2 horses as those. Just go ahead and play both Haunted Woods and buy a province and top deck 4, but whatever, I've got 6 draw coming in and a whole bunch of horses down there. They probably had set a copper aside of their archive. It was weird. They paused a little bit later in their turn. Maybe they needed to pause during the archive. They trashed another copper. So, like, they're right on the boundary of having 8 every turn. I can also, if I draw 1 farming village, gain and play a sleigh. I really should have sheeped the... Okay, so before people comment on the videos, I should have sealed the lookouts and kept the horses in hand. Right? Then I have 2 horses instead of lookouts, and I feel much better about myself. So they missed 8 again. That feels great. When did they buy? They bought in their gold last turn, right? Yeah, okay. So if I can province every turn for the rest of the game, I can get a tie. Seems possible, but tricky. This turn will be slightly easier because I have 2 Haunted Woods come into play, so I can play 3 cards as seals. And I need to remember to seal the sleighs and the lookouts and so on. I'm drawing 6, and yeah, I've got at least 2 horses in there, so 2 horses, 3 farming villages in a deck that's 6 cards in my drawing deck. So they bought a secret passage. Okay. Horse. Sorry, farming village, farming village. I play one horse to draw deck. All right, so I'm playing one sleigh. I'm playing two sleighs. I need to play 2 cards as seal, so I can only play one sleigh. Play a farming village. Play the Haunted Woods. Seal the 2 lookouts. Buy a province. Do not top deck the province. No, thank you. Okay, but having a couple of horses in my starting hand often will be good. I've only got to get province twice more. They're also not in a position to duchy dance, so I've got to get spike province twice more. If I can get 2 Haunted Woods in play this turn, I don't get to play any sleighs, but if I can get 2 Haunted Woods into play this turn, I should be able to get province next turn, and then I've got a chance. If they get province this turn, I get province next turn. It's a losing tie for them if they tie because they had their first player here. So I'm glad I didn't resign when I first said, well, I had said if they just hit province twice more, I resign. So it's gone on because they didn't hit province. And my spirits have been uplifted. I'm feeling good about myself. It's strange, I know. Yeah, I mean, I can track their deck, but they've got 2 golds, 2 Haunted Woods, the Farming Village, the Sleigh. They did trash a lookout, I believe, and they bought now the Secret Passage. Secret Passage is quite a nice piece to have. It lets you top deck things you want to trash, although I believe we're past the point when I want to trash this estate. Because if they buy Duchy, then I go Province, they Province, Province, Province. I have 34, they have 34. But if one of us trashes the estate, then we have 33, and the other has 34. The opportunity cost of that estate is you had to waste horses for draw this whole time. So, like, probably one of the turns where I wasn't able to buy the thing I wanted to buy, I would have been able to if I had. Wow. I just spent all that time talking about it, and then they just did it. I guess they're behind, right? They can't win if they buy Duchy. If we alternate provinces, I win. So they're thinking they have to do something outrageous, like trash the tiebreaker estate. I couldn't trash it. They can't because they need to get like a full extra turn game. They need to get 3 provinces, right, to my province. If they get 3 provinces to my province duchy, they win. Yeah. So it seems tough for them here, but I won't count them out. They're a good player. They've set 2 things aside in the archive, exactly what they set aside in the archive they knew with the lookout. The problem on this, there's no plus buys or gainers at all on this kingdom. The only cards you can gain, well, besides the horses, are the cards you want to buy are the provinces. So it's not like I can take a Haunted Woods turn off to try to get arch points or something. There's really nothing to do other than to either buy provinces or pass turn at this point. We'll see. I think for them, they need to buy a province, though. They're not going to win if I buy provinces on my next 2 turns. So the way they win is I miss province this turn or next, and then they get the last province. It doesn't help them that I'm starting with the Haunted Woods in play, 2 horses. They don't know that I have 2 horses, although they might be able to suspect it. Well, they know I have 2 horses in deck and didn't play them last turn, so they might be able to suspect that they were top decked by Haunted Woods. They also saw that I top decked a certain number of cards. Not sure what that play difference was, but okay. Haunted Woods first. Let's play the horse. Okay, so now I don't want to risk. Lookout stuff. Okay, so now I can trash a lookout. Sweet. Okay, horse. Okay, Haunted Woods, Haunted Woods. I'm out of horses, but I have 2 Haunted Woods in play. And definitely don't top deck the province. So next turn I can play 1 sleigh and get 2 horses. And then I'm going to essentially draw a deck. Unless I bottom deck a sleigh, and unless I bottom deck a sleigh, I should be able to essentially draw a deck. Yeah, unless I bottom deck, the bottom 2 cards are what, sleigh? I start with draw 6, and then 3 farming villages. So unless I bottom deck 3 farming villages, I should be able to draw a deck. Gain 2 horses, get 100 woods into play. They're taking a province now, one assumes. All right. Don't want to trash this province, do I? It would not be the craziest thing I've ever done. Yes, it would. So I don't want to. So is gaining a horse. So I can gain horses here. Okay, I can gain horses and then play the farming village. The farming village will draw me horses, right? Because it won't. Farming village won't draw the green card. So I can play sleigh, draw the horse, then sheep, then seal the other 2 treasures, and then play haunted woods. Continue, draw, seal, woods, province, top deck 3. Okay, I've got haunted woods and 3 horses, 2 horses on top, so feeling good. They're down 10. 10 is a difficult number because of that tiebreakers. Like if they were to not have trashed that estate, I could pass this. They could get a duchy this turn and province next turn. Well, that's still a losing time. Okay, so the trashing the estate was right. Just missing province that 2 turns in a row was rough. And I no longer have to worry. I can play my seal with some abandon here. I'm sorry, I play my lookout with some abandon here if need be. I'm happy to trash a haunted woods now. Probably don't want to trash a farm village because I need it for the money. I'm assuming they're just going to get another duchy. But yeah, they had 2 bad shuffles in a row. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened for them to miss province. As I said, I thought they provinced the turn too early. I think they could have waited, bought another gold or haunted woods or something, and then felt okay about it. All right, lead on the horses. Okay, so this is 5 only. Okay, so if I play the sleigh, get a horse to hand, I can play the horse. That seems reasonable. Put in hand. Try to find the farming villages. Okay, and this is 8. Okay. Feel like I maybe got lucky there. I'm not quite sure, but happy to have gotten a win out of that one. Please leave a comment in the video if you have some idea about exactly what went wrong there for my opponent, if they had bad shuffles or if they needed to get gold earlier. I felt like I was quite a bit behind and felt lucky to catch up. We move on to game 5.